right, Teague here. How are you? Okay, let's jump in. So a couple lessons ago we did the main riff of Sweet Home Alabama, and then last lesson we did that little riff. Now we're going to do... So let's jump in and learn it, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what it is and where it comes from. But it's going to be 8/16 notes, much like this. That ended up being 8/16 notes falling on beat 3 and 4 of the second measure. So in other words, this riff is a measure and a half long. So if those terminologies are new to you, don't worry too much about it right now. But okay, we're going to grab A, the second fret of our third string. Our third string is a G string, and the second fret is an A. We will downpick this A, and we will pull off to that open G. Now when you pull off, you want to yank that finger down off the string. You don't want to bend it, though, but you also can't just take it off, or you don't hear much of a sound. So you kind of have to put a little bit of pressure on it to push it down off the string so we have sound. So you might want to practice that a little tiny bit. Then we're going to play another open G, and we're going to downpick that because these are 16th notes, so we would count this as 1, E, and we want to downpick on the 1 and the and. I guess technically it's 3, E, and, because we said it fell on beat 3. So A, second fret of your G string, downpick it, pull off to the open G, the same string, then downpick that same string again. Then we're going to move to the 4th fret of that same string to give us a B, and we're going to uppick that because that's the of beat 3. So if we're following our rules of going down, up on 4/16 in the beat, right? 3, E, and since this is falling on an we'll go up. The other up would have been that second note, but since we're pulling off, it's not there. We still want to go down on the and, then up on that B. And I'm just using my first finger here. So down, pull off to open G, down pick the open G, up on B, the 4th fret of that same string. That's beat 3. So practice that a bit. Now I don't normally have my fingers tucked behind, I'm just doing that so you can easily see the movement, but my fingers aren't normally like that. Okay, so from here, we're going to pull off again to this open G. That will fall right on beat 4. 3, E, and, oh, I picked that the wrong way. 3, E, and a 4, so tick, tick. Right, if we were putting the tick on the quarter note. Now, after the open G, we're going to play an open D string, although sometimes I just play another G. But let's look, on the record, it's this open D. I'm going to uppick that, so that's your 4th string. And I'm uppicking that because it's the E of beat 4. You could just practice uppicking this B on the 4th fret, pulling off to the open G, and then uppicking the D. Up the B, pull off, up. All together though. You're almost done because that's 6 of the 8 notes. Then we're going to downpick this C on the 5th fret, and we're going to hammer on the D on the 7th fret. So a hammer is like the opposite of the pull-off. This time, this finger is going to kind of act like a hammer, and it's going to drop in on the string, so we won't pick it. Down pick the C on the 5th fret, still on the G string. We've been on this G string the whole time for this riff. And then hammer on the 7th fret for a D. So, that's the whole riff. Now sometimes when I play it, instead of playing that open D, I'll play the open G again. So I'll go... So I have 2 Gs. In other words, I went A, G, G, B, G, G. I just picked that the wrong way though. I would, you know how I talk a lot about different picking ways. I would try to pick this the way we did. So we're basically following the rules. I'm not always about following the rules, but in this case, I would. Okay, so that's the riff. So basically, when we play the main riff, the first one goes right here, which is 8/16 notes falling on beat 3 and 4, and then we play the riff again. Oops, I forgot the open D. I think I have a tendency to play that open G twice more than the D when I'm just playing the riff. But again, it goes by so quick, it doesn't matter. What becomes more important is it's just in time. There I had the open D. Neat. So one last thing I'll say about that really quickly. This is a fun exercise just to do these 16th notes where you pick a note, pull off, and then up pick the open string. Anyway, it's fun to just take that beginning exercise down, pull off, up, then pick another note, which would actually start with an up that time. But that's a fun exercise just to take that first part and move it around on different scales. So you're kind of learning the scales on a string, but you're also playing something that sounds cool. Anyway, as always, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next video.